Okay, this is Andy Graham of Real Adventure Traveler. I'm also hoboontheroad.com, but I'm putting this on my adventure travel page. I just read on BBC, I picked it up about 2 days ago, and it says Ouattara Alassane, the leader of Ivory Coast, dissolves Ivorian government. The Ivory Coast real name is Côte d'Ivoire, is in West Africa, and I'm hoping to spend actually Christmas there, at least. Long story, but I was there a year ago or something like that, and I've already got a visa to Ghana, for a multiple entry visa to Ghana, and I'm flying into Ghana, I hope, on the 4th. Now, I'm a little worried about them. They're having an election on the 6th of December 2012, and I'll be flying in on the 4th or the 5th, I hope, right before the election. And then if I needed to, I could zip over to Togo to relax if suddenly Ghana has some kind of troubles. Okay, I mean, elections in now, if you guys remember, I was in Côte d'Ivoire about a year ago as they had the election, and what happened was Gbagbo wouldn't leave office. They turned into this kind of Islamic Christian war, and everybody was killing everybody and taking all their pent-up energies and going after anybody they had a grudge against. I zipped out of the country, flew to Senegal, then I left the country, then flew to Senegal, then came back into the country, grabbed Ba, and we left and went into Ghana for a while. While the election, while I was leaving out of, going for the airport, there was burned buses and burned cars and things like that, and I flew to Senegal. I had to go to Senegal because I needed to get a visa to Ghana. I mean, everything's a visa problem, okay? Right now, as we stand, it's a long story, but maybe I need a letter of invitation to to Ivory Coast. So Ba is trying to help me get a letter of invitation that has to be stamped by the Mari. The Mari is the like mayor of a city. So hopefully Grand Bassam or somewhere around there, she's going to get this letter of invitation, and then I got to get what do you call it? A bunch of stuff. I have to get like a letter of invitation, then I have to get a reservation for a hotel. Well, the bottom line is, here I am, I'm monitoring this stuff on with Google Alerts, and I was just laughing the other day because I wasn't monitoring Burma, and Burma's got this war, and I'm at the border now trying to cross over, and they got maybe some kind of little conflict going on. These things spread all over the place. It's not like you can just say a conflict is in one part of the country. Everybody takes a conflict and uses it as an excuse to go do something. So if there's a conflict bursting up in the west side of Burma, it could close the border where I'm at. So I wouldn't be able to get a visa, then I'd have to go to Malaysia. Oh, it's just one thing after another. But the bottom line is, when you're trying to, I'm trying to go to Ivory Coast for Christmas, and I read on BBC, Fox, all these CBS, all these different reputable things that Ivory Coast dissolves Ivorian government, whatever that means. This is the problem, guys. What does that mean? Dissolves government. One thing says it dissolves his cabinet, one says it's dissolving his parliament, one says, all these different terms. I could spend my lifetime trying to figure this out. I think if I called up Ba, she'd probably just say, it's nothing. But the point is, this is not what you want to hear right before you go to a country. The truth is, though, part of being a real adventure traveler, if you really, I don't know if you know it, but I'm National Geographic top 10 adventure travel blogger. But what you'd find out if you're really going to these dangerous places. A dangerous place to me is about people. It's not about rapids and stuff like that. Yeah, these are dangerous, but maybe climbing a mountain, Mount Everest, might be considered up there. But is people. The truth is, when you're getting to one of these places, you never can trust the news. The news, whether it's BBC, CNN, they all misrepresent the truth. And it comes down to a point where you're suddenly just needing to make a decision on your own. And this is the sad part. I mean, yeah, I'm going to be able to do this. I'm going to be able to go to these countries. But they really make everything seem traumatic. I don't believe the government of Ivory Coast has really dissolved. If it really is, and that's what it means, is Ouattara, whatever his name is, Alassane Ouattara, is now a dictator, if he could do that. In many ways, yes, everybody's semi-dictators, and there's a certain level in every country where it's hard to say that there is a government. The government's like second hand to the decision of the president or the leader of the country. But when you're watching something like BBC, CNN, don't trust any of them. They all are misrepresenting the facts in a way that is actually petty. Petty, petty, petty. I think the whole world gets down to petty. But okay, I'm on the way to Ivory Coast for Christmas. I'm still on the way. I'm going to fly into Ghana on I hope around the 4th, right before the election, and be able to position it that if I needed to get to Togo, I would just one day go to Togo. Because sometimes in elections, all the ruling parties, what they do is decide to attack each other. I mean, it happened in Kenya a couple years ago. It happens all over the place. I mean, here, and I'm in Thailand right now, and trust me, Thailand's got a lot of problems too. I mean, all the countries on the planet. But really, at the end of the day, they're more or less the leaders of the country attacking each other. Normally, it's quite easy for me to stay out of it. Okay, that's the story.